You know what nobody ever really tells you in real estate school? That real estate, by its very nature, is a series of tiny catastrophes. Why is that? Well, yes, real estate transactions, they have all the same basic structure, but the number one variable in every transaction and interaction is people. That's a big one. People are all different, and so it can seem a little crazy. Crazy, well, it has no place in business. The first exercise I'd like to start with is reflection. Reflection is a really great tool because it can combat that crazy, because it allows us to reflect on those experiences and sharpen our self-awareness. It also helps us to improve our problem-solving skills, and that can really improve our ability to be empathetic without being pathetic, which is super tough, honestly. And once you get great at that, you really, truly will be a very great real estate agent. Reflection is not meant to be this arbitrary fluff. The kind of reflection I'm talking about is absolutely necessary as an entrepreneur to really know if the juice is worth the squeeze or if it's time to pivot. Because, in real estate, a lot of our wins, they're not monetary. So measuring the wins through conscious reflection, it's really vital for your success. I do work with tons of realtors and lenders who have this misplaced belief that pivoting is somehow an acknowledgement of failure. Failure would be not having the guts to know that it's time to pivot. I have a saying that I never fail, I only learn. And another way to say that is that everything is either a lesson or a blessing, because every situation in life, whatever it is, it really can teach us something. The key is to learn from that something and to really appreciate it as a lesson and not make those same mistakes over and over and over again. So for this exercise, please block off 1 hour. And after I provided a little bit of direction here, I want you to turn off your phone. Yes, I do. I want you to remove all your distractions and get really serious, because that's how you're going to get to your goals. And as a reminder, in this and every exercise, you're going to really need to dig deep. So feel free to use the workbook itself, answer the questions, or you can also have access now to my Lessons and Blessings tracker. So that could give you more room if you need it. But first, start with those blessings. Think about your wins this year. What were some of the biggest achievements or accomplishments that you feel great about? What was happening during those times? What were you working on? Who were you working with? Were there some appointments that you went on that really changed for the better for you? Did you join committees or organizations that you got lifted up to your next level? Was there any event that you went to that notably changed you for the better? And as you go through each month, notate that really successful outcome that came with it. The big ones and absolutely the tiny wins too. And honestly, if you're thinking of struggling, thinking of whatever is going on in your year, just go ahead and pull up your social media feed. That's what I do. It's literally how I do my annual newsletter. I go all the way back to the beginning of the year and I just sort through and, oh, that's what I was doing at that time. You can also do the same thing on your calendar. But in addition to counting those blessings, you have to be cognizant of the lessons. Again, get real here. No BS. The lessons are some things that didn't work out so well. So why didn't they work out? Did you set a goal and maybe you made zero progress on it? Well, what happened? I'm not going to be grading you on this. These lessons are yours to be learned. But I am here to nurture you along this path. That is the only life that I've ever known, real estate. And it's tough, but honestly, guys, so are you. And like a good mama should give from time to time, this is going to be a bit of tough love. But I promise you, if you do this exercise, things will stop being so tough and you're going to stop being so dang hard on yourself, which honestly is half the problem anyways. The cover of my workbook, I have the phrase success or excuses written over and over and over again, because I truly believe that you can have success or you can have excuses, but you can't have both. So is there something that you've been desperate to have, like something that you think about or talk about or even complain about, and now here we are, another year gone by, and it's still not happened? Well, don't beat yourself up about it anymore. But let's just get it out, okay? Handle it right now in this moment. Ask yourself, what are you really doing to reach that goal and that thing that takes up space in your brain? How important is it to you, really? Why do you even want it? And what excuse do you keep making for not getting what you want then? Remember, you can have success or you can have excuses, but you can't have both. But that doesn't mean that there aren't some good reasons why something maybe got thwarted. For instance, I suffered a devastating personal loss this year, and it really set me back at least 7 weeks. So listen, 7 weeks is too many weeks, and there was absolutely some fallout that happened professionally, financially, personally, absolutely emotionally. Those are the types of things that you're going to write here. This exercise, it's going to get emotional maybe, depending on your personality. You may find it really, really easy to just let it all out. Or you might find it super hard. If it's hard, it's okay. Take a break, but come back to do this reflection. Because when you take time to reflect, you're also going to be less likely to point the finger at an outside factor. And so maybe reflection in thought becomes reflection of looking at yourself in the mirror and taking radical responsibility for your part in every single lesson. So yes, I want you to take that full hour and really dig in. The more thorough and raw and honest you are, the better overall outcome you will receive and the more lasting impact the change will be. Your desired results are within your desires. And so this exercise is going to play a huge part in helping really map out how we get there moving forward. The physical act of writing down these lessons you learned, they're gonna lock them into your memory, hopefully. But that way, maybe you're less likely to repeat those mistakes. And honestly, writing down lessons, well, that's going to help shift your attitude to one of gratitude. And that, in my humble opinion, is the secret of life. So go ahead and turn off your phone, remove your distractions, and dig in. Good luck, and I'm going to see you at your next exercise.